Hi, welcome back to Budget Stuff Save Repeat. I'm Melissa. Thank you so much for being here. Oh my goodness, it is almost 2025. I really do hope everyone had a wonderful holiday. My house has finally cleared out. It was fun, but it is a lot when you're hosting. Family came in Sunday before Christmas, and yeah, my trees are already down. I just wanted to go into the new year with a clean house, a fresh start, and so yeah, we are here to update where we are with our mortgage, and I am just so proud of the journey that we had this year of attempting to pay this mortgage off. I know that there are differing opinions on should you pay off your mortgage if you have one of those super low interest rates like we do, or should you invest the money and get interest and not pay your house off. But in our household, we have decided to attempt to get rid of our mortgage. We just want the freedom. We understand the other side of it and how much money we could make, but for our family, like, this is what we want to do. This is a milestone video, as you saw in the title and the thumbnail. I am blown away what we was able to do this year. When we left off in November, we were at $206,400. We make bi-weekly payments. So on December the 9th, bi-weekly payment came out, but they do not post anything until they get the full payment. So then on December the 11th, I made a principal only payment of $975. Then this came from, we had a loan that we loaned out that came back to us. So $750 came from that. And then $225. I had mentioned in previous videos that my husband has maxed out his Social Security and he has maxed out his 401k contributions for the year. So he gets extra money in his check. And $225 of that went to this mortgage. So that brought us down to $205,425. And then on the 23rd, the other half of our mortgage payment came out, and they, posted once they get that full payment. $702.74 was applied to our principal, which, I'm not excited about the interest, but I say this often now. It is more than the interest that is going, and I just love seeing this number come down. We're under $500 a month now in interest, so it's moving in the right direction in that boat. But that brought our mortgage down to $204,722.22 or 26 cents. So what we needed to do to get this under $200,000 was to pay this $4,722.26. So before I reveal where we were, what we was actually able to do, I'll tell you where the money came from. So I budget for the year. I tell you guys that quite often. And what we had on our budget line for the mortgage is $4,000 a month. But I can't send $4,000 just like principal payment because we do the bi-weekly. So I have to account for the mortgage coming out every 2 weeks. But at the end of the month, I send the mortgage. You can see these additional principal payments of $2,000. That was my goal for 2024, was to at least send them $2,000. And if there was any wiggle room, and I can project it out and see, to make sure to see where our balance will be in our mortgage account, to make sure that we can always cover our bi-weekly. Well, at the end of the year, we have money left over. So $3,600 came from that extra to go to our principal. And then because my husband maxes out, we were able to take $1,000 and some odd dollars. So we were able to make a principal payment of $4,772.26 bringing our mortgage down to $199,950. We are under 200,000. That is amazing. And you can see that in 2023 we paid an additional 23,000, almost 24,000 towards our principal, and this year we were able to pay $41,160.66. So I mean, we outdid ourselves on what we did last year, and this was just being super intentional. We had my daughter, she was in the private school, she transferred back to public school, so that tuition payment, instead of using it like just for household stuff, we put it towards the mortgage, because I figured if public school didn't work out, I could just take it off the mortgage and she could go right back to private school, and the money was still in the budget. It was just in a different area that could easily be transferred back. So this is like wonderful, wonderful news. I'm like so proud of what we did. But let's break out our calculator, because I do have my tracker. We're debt free, not yet, but we're getting there. So we've paid $65,003.32. Each one of these blocks is $2,650. So we get to color in 24 and a half, but we're only going to do the whole number, which is 24 blocks. We know that the blue last year was 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24. So we get to finish our E. This just represents so much. This was definitely... it was a stretch goal. I did not know how we were going to make it, but I definitely was constantly looking, constantly talking to my husband, because I knew this was something I definitely wanted us to accomplish this year. Next year, we will not be able to be as aggressive with our mortgage. This year, I was just so excited about it that I probably took a little bit more than I should from other categories that we need to fund a little bit better. But it's not that we're going to stop paying, making additional payments. We still will be putting $1,000 to $2,000 on this mortgage every single month. I did want to look at one overall picture. So I just do this just for myself, and this is just the life of my mortgage. So we got this back in 2011. And it was a short sale, so it needed a lot of work. So when we got this house, we had PMI, and PMI is just private mortgage insurance. It is not for the homeowner. It is for the mortgage company, and it is such a waste of money. But if you don't put down 20%, you get PMI. So the very next year, after we did our renovations, we went ahead and refinanced, and we got this house at a 4.75 interest rate, and we refinanced for 4% plus the renovations, the new appraisal. It was a much more reasonable payment once we did that. And then 9 years later, we refinanced again, and we pulled money out of our house, and we got our kitchen done, we got our basement done. And the rate there, it went down just a tiny bit from where we were. We were at 4, it went down to 3.875. Well, the rate started dropping like crazy after that. And so 9 months later, we refinanced again, and that's how we got into our 2.875 interest rate. And we always made extra payments. So, but they weren't, I would just kind of round up. So if our mortgage payment was $1,400, I would try to make it like $1,600 or $1,800. So it wasn't that we were being super aggressive, but then in 2022 we started getting more aggressive, and I started documenting this on this channel in 2023, and that's when we got gung-ho, as I would like to say. But we are going to take our foot off the gas just a little bit, but it's just nice to see, 13 years into this home, and we're under where we started, and we are looking like we are going to be finished early. So I don't usually show my amortization sheet. It's just something that I have for me. It's 8 pages long, but I did want to share, according to our amortization sheet, the balance of being under 200,000, and they don't, the next number on my amortization sheet is lower than what we have. So we're going to say if the house was at 200,000, that was supposed to be December of 2032. So we're going into 2025. So 32. So we're about seven years ahead of schedule. If we did nothing else, I mean, we have accelerated our payoff, and that is the whole point of just making extra payments to get this done earlier and give us, full financial freedom, not having to pay every single month. Now, if we could just figure out the utilities and how to pay those off, that would be sweet. But it is a great way to end the year. We're under 200,000. And so next year, more of the same, slow and steady until we get this mortgage paid off. I wish you all a happy new year. I wish for your safety, for fun, and just new hope, new beginning. That's what I always feel when the new year comes in. It's just like that fresh start, and I will see you guys in the new year. Happy New Year.